on.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
No, hold on. This in season. They wearing this in Paris. I saw Tyra Banks wearing this in the magazine, and you finer than her.
Well, what materials are made of?
God damn, why you gotta be all technical? You want to buy the dress or not? You treat me like I'm one of these motherfuckers out here asking you for change. I'm just trying to do something constructive with my life. I could be out here knocking folks over, but instead I'm just trying to live my life right and sell you this here merchandise.
They some dogs, they some dogs. They some dogs, they some dogs. They some dogs, they some dogs. They some dogs, they some dogs.
What's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook and all the social media networks? Once again, you are tuned into another episode of the Arterial Motorsports Podcasting Network featuring the best of the My Dogs podcast and BFO. We got a great show for y'all today. Hey, let's get to the introductions real quick so we can get to this beautiful and wonderful man that's about to come on today. Christy Acuti's in the building. Christy, let them know what's good.
I feel weird wearing this hoodie. I need to put a circle and with a line through it because I ain't got a chub no more.
Wow. TP.
You know who this is. It's your boy Thurl from the My Dogs podcast. My opinions is always just my opinions. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Ulterior Motorsports Podcast Network, home for real sports talk culture, and everything in between. Today's guest is a man who's done it all as an actor, comedian, host, somebody who's got deep roots in the game and in Hollywood on and off screen. You might know him from the classic sitcom Smart Guy, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, or maybe you call him showing off his dramatic side in the cult-favorite football drama Playmakers. He's been in the game for decades and literally growing up in Hollywood, but he's always keeping it 100, bringing authenticity to every role, every set, and every stage. He is the son of a music legend and the brother of an Oscar winner, but make no mistake, this man has carved his own place in history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Omar Gooding is on the show. Omar, what's up, player?
I like him barking along.
No doubt. So, my brother. Uh-oh. We lost you.
No. He crying for that monologue that you gave me.
I feel so old. I mean, appreciated. And thank you. I love the intro. I'm sitting there going, okay. They even got me kissing on the white woman and yelling at the black woman. Okay. I see. With the white, that was a crazy movie too. That was wild.
No, I was watching your face as the intro was playing, and I was like, "Oh my god, he loves this! This is awesome."
I don't get to watch if I wasn't in Baby Boy, I probably would have seen it 100 times instead of just like 35 times because that's what I watch. I rewatch classics. I re-listen to songs and stuff. The replay value stuff is the stuff I like. So, but it's cool.
No doubt. So, Omar, my brother, I got to ask you, man, what you been up to, man? What you been doing? What's your projects? What you got going on, player?
What's going on? I mean, God is good. Like I said, like you all said, I've done a little bit of everything, and now it's went from a little bit of everything to a lot of bit of everything. You know, you start off as a television actor, you know, Wild and Crazy Kids, Mr. Cooper, Smart Guy. You know, I had a movie, Ghost Dad, which was my first feature film. I was the first one out of me and my brother have a feature film. Fun fact. And then I got the regular series stuff, you know, and I think John Singleton will be forever. I'll be forever grateful for that man. R.I.P. Rest in power, King. He was the one that really changed the trajectory of my acting career, because when you grow up in the 90s, you're not really considered when the 90s, you know, sitcoms and the, you know, TGI Fridays and all the Full House and the, you know, and the Family Matters, and Hang with Mr. Cooper. It was tough to break over into the dramatic side of acting, and as far as like major feature films, and Baby Boy changed all that for me. So God's been good, man. I'm a TV actor. Like, make no mistake. You know, I saw Denzel do it. I think I saw you're a movie star. I said, no, I'm a theater actor that does movies. I said, damn, that's deep, because I'm a TV actor. That's what I've made my bones on, and it's what I always fall back to in the in-between times. You know what I mean? So like, it's after Hanging with Mr. Cooper, then it was Smart Guy immediately, right? Then I go do Baby Boy. But while Baby Boy is, you know, cult classic now, it wasn't then, right, when I did it. So I fell back and got another TV series, you know what I mean? And it put me on hold, and I missed out on some opportunities to kind of catch the wave from Baby Boy. You know, I was locked into I was in one series. They held me for a whole year and paid me for the entire series. And we never even filmed it. I played a war, shaved and everything, but they paid me and held me. They said, sorry, Denzel Washington's calling you for Antoine Fisher, but you can't read for it. We just want to let you know that he's calling. I'm like, oh, thanks. Wow. And then they were doing a movie, and they would love to come read to play one of his best friends. I was like, come on, man, stop playing. And like, but you can't do it. But enjoy the check. I was like, you mother, you know.
That's awful.
Like even with Family Time, you know, that was great. We did 91 episodes of that for the Bounce Network, but I would film those in a month. So I would have 11 months out the year to do other stuff, you know. So I'm part of. I got a stage play that I'm a part of now, which I got to shout out C.L. Woodson, who does a lot of stage plays out in Milwaukee. So he's like, I don't know, the Tyler Perry of Milwaukee, and he wrote this story about the Black Archie Bunker, and but it's Bruh Man from the Fifth Flow. So it's called Bruh Man Needs Love Too, but I played a Black Archie Bunker. I got the accent and all that. Oh, Archie, eat it and all that. So that's just fun, but that's like another facet. I'm doing stand-up comedy as well, which is, it was a natural progression, but it was something that I never thought I'd do, because I respected stand-up comedians so much and always blew my mind when I see them on stage just talking for 30 minutes straight and laughing and telling intricate stories. I'm like, how do you do that? But I had to figure out the art of storytelling, and you know how one thing leads to the next, and you got to be able to improvise, you know, which was always easy. Crowd work, that was easy. But I've always had stage presence, and it always was a dream of mine that I never thought I would do. I was just like, it doesn't really pay well, and so I heard, you know, and it was like, if I'm already doing this, why would I go backwards? But then that actor strike started, and when the actor strike started, I went out on the road and took like some hosting gigs, and then that quickly turned into, why don't I try a set? Then once I did a full set, I started headlining out in Virginia, and then worked my way all the way back across, back to California. Did a lot of shows in Texas and whatnot. I did Harlem. Fun stuff. It's a fun ride, man, and it just don't stop. Don't stop. So you got to add that to the repertoire. Then what else am I doing? I'm also a musician. My father was a singer. Everybody plays the flute. My mother was also a recording artist. So my era was hip hop, rap. You know, my brother's 10 years older than me, so his era is a little bit before mine. But I'm like rap, so I'm getting to this beef now. I don't know y'all know about the whole rap, the Cameron beef with me and him. My brother called me like, man, you tripping. I'm like, nigga, shut up. Like, listen, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, this is what we do. This is how we respond.
We want to get back to that later on for sure.
Hold on, Chrissy. I ain't hear. My bad, Omar. You broke up, man.
It's the yeah, no, but that's just half of what I got going. I'm also developing a new TV series with my writing partner, which is a comedy series. It's I'll tell you the concept. No, I won't. I'll tell you that. But I also have movies coming out, one called News Cycle. And I have another series called Papa's Baby, which is it's a whole new level, man, where I'm using the prosthetics and the beard. I always give little examples on my Instagram when I'm on set doing something new. And I don't know if y'all saw me with the whole beard and all that. And I get to play like a real bad guy. I can't tell you what happens to the guy, but it's some good stuff. So got a lot, man. A lot of and then daddy duties. I'm started at 40 years old having kids, and I'm 48.
Wow.
Don't feel bad, brother. I'm about to be 51, and I got a 12-year-old, man. It's crazy.
Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But Christy wants to.
Wait. Can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead, player.
You look like you a lemon pepper nigga.
I'm a. No, you know what's so funny about that show? I was Buffalo, New York, and it was dead ass. Like when you go to a new city, what you do is you gather information about the town. So when you're in front of a crowd, you want to talk about something they can immediately relate to. And I was like, is Buffalo wings really something out here? And they were like, are you serious? Think about it. If I can take another one. And that whole stand-up that came about, the footage that I used was the second show. I used to hate doing second shows. I'm better at it now. But I'm so high energy when I'm on stage. After one show, I'm just like, oof, I'm ready for a damn nap or just to chill out or whatever. You know what I mean? They're like, no, we got another show, another hour. And it's like, damn. So I was drinking and whatnot. By the time we got to that second show, I was woo, but it was such a great crowd. We were also in the bottom of a church. So they converted the church into a comedy club out in Buffalo, New York. I guess this is how they do. So, you just got to roll with what God gives you.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, as you know, this is a sports show, but you are the first actor. We've had different guests that play football and basketball and stuff, and you are the first actor. So it's an honor, man, to have you tonight. But I don't want to hold Christy up real quick. Christy got this first question for I gotta let Christy do her thing.
Come on.
Yeah, because we do have a lot of questions that we have for you. So I want to get to my first one. Obviously, we see you have a Lakers shirt on. So my first question is, what are the sports teams that you do follow?
Yeah. So I have to tell, my Lakers story is very simple. I've always been a Lakers fan for as long as I've watched basketball. Being an entertainer, it was in my household. It wasn't like my dad, because my dad and mom are from Harlem. My brother and sister were from the Bronx. But we didn't watch sports. We were always just singing and worried about, acting and so forth and so on. So it was never like a sports house where like, oh, my dad was this and I was that. So it wasn't until I was around 18, 19 and I moved out and got roommates. Now you live in LA. What are we watching? We're watching the Lakers game, duh. And completely in love. I went and found out all the history of the Lakers all the way back to us being the very first franchise and Mike and so forth and so on. And I kind of went down that and you don't remember the 80s and I was like, no, I wasn't really a fan then, but I was a super fan from Kobe on. You know what I'm saying? So it's Lakers 24%. Now, also, the reason why I had to tell that kind of backstory is I didn't have a football team for a while because LA didn't really have a football team in the era in which that I was watching football, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Time I was kind of locked in, we didn't have a professional team, but we had like USC. So when that whole USC Matt Leinart era, whole Bush and everything, we was come on now. Like when they lost to Texas and that went, woo, the whole city almost went depression. It was rough. But I followed Reggie Bush on over to the Saints. So I'm a Saints fan. And we had Colston, and of course we had Drew Brees and everybody, and we had the different running backs alongside Reggie, and then as that formulated and we're in trouble now. So I don't really want to talk too much about it.
No. So you have Chris Olave, you've got Donovan Peoples-Jones there. You also have who else is on the Saints that I was really liking? But
Olave, you said.
Yeah, I already said Olave. So
throw to him. Who's gonna throw to him? How are we gonna pass up on the door, pick up this other guy, and then
Redder, your quarterback.
No, even though we weren't in love with Carr, how he just gonna retire right after? It's like, oh, y'all don't get nobody. Well, I'm out too. I'm out. I'll see y'all.
Yeah, I thought Spencer Rattler was supposed to be y'all's quarterback last year. That's supposed to be your aunt. Oh, okay. Well, we'll move on past that then. Because as a Browns fan, I completely understand.
I'm so diehard too. I got no choice. I'm like, can I jump ship? They're like, no. I was an Eagles fan for 1 year. So, let's not get into it. Let's go on something else. Next question.
No. Yeah. All right, Chris, you want to run it back? Go ahead, Chris.
He actually answered everything that I was going to ask him about, why he became a Lakers fan, why he became a Saints fan. Obviously, we all have our reasons. Most of my reasoning is I live in Florida right now, but I'm from Ohio. And even when the Browns went away in 1996 to 99, I tried to like Tampa Bay or the Dolphins. And that was even, I think, when Jacksonville was coming into the picture, but I couldn't do it. Like my heart, my soul has always been Cleveland. So but you followed Reggie Bush, so you know that explains a lot to me because
Yeah,
I respect.
everybody was like, "Hell, you become a Saints fan." I'm like, look, you don't remember USC? I guess I was the only one. I haven't heard no one else say that, but yes, that's it. Never Clipper fan.
He got his Heisman back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He got his Heisman back.
So did.
No doubt. So I got, as you know, we are Browns fans, and this, like I said, this is a sports show. So I got to ask you, I know you are current on these developments with Shedeur Sanders, and how he came out the draft and everything. I'm going to ask you right now, how do you feel about that situation right now with Shedeur Sanders right now? I got to hear what's good, Omar.
I mean, I was just as shocked as everyone else. I really, when they make an example out of somebody, why is it always a black dude that they make an example out of? But anyway, when I wasn't sure how he was going to respond. I was like, first of all, they should have did the Hard Knocks training camp. I just knew there was going to be cameras in there, but it's like it hasn't stopped. Like he's still do it. Like, all right, they already embarrassed him and kind of let that bubble. How's he taking it? He's fine. But now here they're not running the right plays for him, and the offense is running for this guy for him. But now, so I'm just like, I'm let down. But I tell you, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him tough. Just like I'm rooting for LBJ Jr. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I want to see Bronny get off. He's actually drafted. He's doing better than the guys that was drafted after him, acting like he was stealing or something. And he's getting better. And he's got a real good mentor to look at to get better with. But anyway, so I always go straight to the Lakers. But yeah, man, I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for Shedeur, man. I really think he's going to be something. I hope he finds a way to come to the Saints, play with me.
No.
It'll happen.
We can't have that. We can't have that. Yeah. So now we are getting to the moment, man. Hey, if you're watching right now, we did our sports thing. We're about to get a little grimy right now. We're about to do the damn thing. So this is a segment I like to call TP's Petty Moments. TP with TP. Now the show about to take a turn for the worse. Oh
God.
TP.
Dad, stop watching. Dad, turn it off.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. TP, man. Go ahead and shoot your shot, brother.
Oh.
When he know why he's here. He know what everybody wants to hear, and I'm going to ask the questions that everybody wants to ask. This man is hot right now. He is hot on the street, and he won't let go. He like a pit bull. Once he locked them jaws on something, he won't let go. And I just want to know, how did this Cameron beef start, and how did it go left for you?
So here's the beautiful thing of it. Now that I'm glad that we started the way we started, so you kind of see I had everything that I have going on. I mean, not only have I been doing music, the plan was always to drop on October 19th, which is my birthday. For the last 2 years, I've dropped music on my birthday. All right, so this year is going to be no different. Still ain't going to be no different. I moved it up to October 17th because it's a Friday. I also do stand-up comedy, as I touched on. When I do stand-up, there's one of the jokes that I put in there. You got to talk about yourself. People want to say, okay, you've seen Omar Gooding, but we want to hear about Omar Gooding. So there's a joke where I basically tell people who my father was and who my brother was. And I say him once again. So my brother's Cuba Gooding Jr., and my name is Omar Gooding, and it stops right there. So hear this. My name is not Omar Gooding Jr. That's not how juniors work, nigga. And I have a son. My oldest son is 8 years old. Guess what his name is? Omar Gooding Jr. All right. So you can't be called no 8-year-old. Like I used it in my stand-up, so it's fun. It's not just a gimmick, but it's something that happens so much. And the funny is, ever since I brought light to it, it happens even more. Now I'm here with Omar Gooding Jr. I'm like, start over. Stop. I didn't realize I said it. Like, yeah, now you're thinking about it too much. Does it really bother me? Hell no. And I understand, why it's said. It's not like, they're trying to, I don't know. I can't think of a negative reason for it to be said, why I would take it, in a bad way. But, so I get a call one day. Well, I guess I can go back a little bit further since we want to know the whole story. I met Cameron when we did a movie called Percentage. Now, Percentage was a movie that went straight to Netflix, but it had a pretty good budget. It had me, it had Ving Rhames, Donnell Rawlings, Antoine Tanner, a bunch of good comics and actors. Macy Gray was in it, and we were all surrounding Cameron because he was kind of making his comeback after this is like the first thing he's done since Paid in Full, right? And we all respected his Paid in Full role, but you know, he take some time off, you know, you better put some actors around him. Now, the movie was also co-produced. He was one of the producers, and the other co-producer was Queen Latifah of Flavor Unit, right? That's both split costs on the film. He paid half, she paid half. I digress. So we do the movie now. You know, when people hear my music, they also go, "Where the hell has this been?" I was like, "Look, nigga been busy. Act like it ain't like I just, worked at Starbucks and all of a sudden I put out a mixtape." And they were like, "Well, damn, you could have did that at any time." Like, I've been rather busy. Roll the opening credit intro again. I've done a lot of shit. So, but my downtime, I'm always doing music. That's why the level of it is so interesting, because people go, "Well, damn, he could have been a rapper." Yeah, well, it ain't for lack of trying. But a rapper, you gotta be a rapper. You have to live it, breathe it. You have to be out there. Back in the day, it was beat the pavement. You have to give out flyers, CDs, mixtapes. You got to go on every show they want you to be on, blah, 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 so forth. I just never have had the time. The drive has been in the back burner, but it didn't really get kicked into overtime until my father passed away, who was the musician of the family. And then in the same year, I became a father. And I remember having a conversation with myself, because I'm just a thinker. I'm an overthinker. You know, that's why my rhymes, my bars, everything. I'm a writer. That's just what I do. So I was thinking, what if you were having a conversation with your son, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard you talk about used to rap back in the day. Where's your album? Where's your album, Pop?" And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put out an album. So I put out an album called The Excuse. It's still on Spotify, and it's by Big O. I was hiding under the moniker of Big O, because every time I told somebody I rap, they go, "Oh, Omar Gooding raps?" Yeah, right. They wouldn't take it seriously. Or they say you should do gospel rap, or you should do something corny and rap about your TV shows and your movies and this and that. I'm just like, oh, let me just show them that I got bars. But I'm hiding under a moniker that nobody knows. So when I put the album out, it didn't make much noise. People would look for it and I think it's out because there's like 12 other people named Big O. Anyway, so I really started name Omar Gooding, right? That's also why the Cameron thing kind of hit, because it was like, look, Omar Gooding, letting people know. You Big O? No, I'm Omar Gooding. Okay, bet. So anyway, so I wake up one morning and my phone blowing up. My man's like, "Yo, Cameron just called you Omar Gooding Jr." I said, "I know Cameron didn't." All right. So first of all, when I did percentage, every time I do a movie with anybody that's a rapper, I let them know I got bars. I don't care if it's Snoop Dogg. I don't care who it is. Point is, they know. You know what I'm saying? If you ask anybody, you know Omar spit? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, what you mean? Hell yeah. How come y'all didn't do a song together? I don't know the answer to that. You asked them, but it wasn't for lack of trying. I told Cameron right off the gate, bam, "Hey, bro, you know I got bars." Woo, 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 woo. He's like, "Oh, yeah. Kind of Thanks, son. Thanks for interrupting me when I said no. Is anybody bleeding? Anybody hurt? No? Is your mother home? All right. I get the same announcements as you do. Came across Alexa. You saw me reach out.
Oh, it's so cute. It's fine.
So cute. Ooh, in another world. Okay, so so I sent Cameron some stuff, and I said, we working together, so it's like, take a listen. You like it, whatever. Come back the next day. He was like, "Yo, I heard your shit." He said, "I was shocked," and I get it. I totally get it. It's not like, damn, why would he say that? No, he was shocked. Like, nigga, I wasn't expecting that of you, right? So I said, "Bet, I'm gonna send you another track. Let's go crazy," And he kind of, yes, yeah, me, whatever. And we never worked, and that was fine. I don't press. I've worked with Snoop. I've worked with Jeezy. I've worked with all these guys before. Now, they all know what's up. And for whatever reason, if we don't work together, we don't work together. So flash forward now to this man doing this podcast, interviewing 50 Cent and telling 50 Cent, people like Ving Rhames and Omar Gooding Jr. sitting around waiting for 50 Cent to give him work. Now, I got so many problems with every piece of that statement. First of all, knock it off. He's in every Mission Impossible ever made. He's got Arby's commercials and all whatever with the money, eating it, or whatever the case is. The man is fine. You know what I mean? And a person like me, I guess I'm constantly doing stuff and reinventing myself and adding whatever. So I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to? And then Omar Gooding Jr., nigga, really? And we work together? And they're like, "Oh, I need a slip." I said, all right, fine. So how do you combat somebody with a podcast? You go to your social media. So I made a social media post and I said, "Yo, what do y'all think about this?" Answer it in the comments. Comments were 60-40 in favor of I should say something. So I do this interview with on the Blue Couch, Real Life Street Stars. I told him, I said, "You know what?" So when I saw what he said, the first thing I did was write. And I wrote 2 songs. I don't have nothing to go off of. It's not like he say something and I got shit I can pick apart, blah, 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 blah. So I just wrote. I got one song was called Warning Shot. And we changed it to Fix Your Mouth because, you know, that's what my producer said. Hey, about Fix Your Mouth. I'm like, that's kind of good. All my shit, period. I've never wrote a fucking bar that anybody's wrote for me ever. You can change the hook and I'll spit the hook, but that's just what I do. So I take pride in that shit. So I was kind of fighting with the name, but I was like, that's actually good, nigga. We gonna ride with that. The other song I did, it was extra. It was me, you know, if you just sit in the room and you just arguing with yourself and then you just going all like, hey, who are you talking to? There's nobody there. Like, relax. So I put that one to the side. Anyway, so I released the first one. And now, look at this. I get on Double XL, Source, Hip Hop, World Star, TMZ. All these motherfuckers is writing about me. Like, guess what? This nigga can rap. I'm like, yeah, it only took me to just rap at somebody for saying my name wrong for y'all to notice me. And that shit went baby viral, got like 200,000 views, whatever. It was the most views that I had on any of my music.
Baby viral.
Enough for Cameron, who has so much at stake, especially to be a legend, to have to respond to. He's a legend. I know he's a legend. That's what it is. So I'm barking at him. You know, and he just goes, I don't want no smoke. Ha, ha, ha. Laugh, laugh, laugh. And I'm like, you could have left it at I don't want no smoke. What's all the ha, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh shit? So I took it personally and I wrote another.
You petty. You petty. You petty.
What's so fucking funny, nigga? How about 3 more minutes of me tearing your ass up? Now, the part 2, it didn't get the same traction as the first one because he didn't respond. So the people just like, all right, nigga, calm down. What are you doing? I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna get it off my chest and we're gonna put it to bed. And that was it. I thought it was over with. Month or so passes and he does another segment. Now, the responding he was doing, if you're not following him or watching his podcast, you don't know what's happening. So it looks like I'm just barking up a tree. But he responds on his podcast and does like a 30-minute segment. He gives me my own little segment, Omar Gooding Jr. And he starts off like, what he started to do was, he seemed like he was apologizing in his own Cameron, you know, nigga way. And came wrong. You know, I think it was this, but I don't really give a fuck. But, you know, whatever. I'm sorry if that's how you felt, right? And it seemed like he almost made it out. And then one of his people on the show said, yeah, he's doing stand-up now, too. It'll be at Bakersfield. And it was just a perfect setup. He couldn't pass up the opportunity. He said, oh, yeah, that's what he do. He perform in bowling alleys and barbershops and shit. So, right? Now, honestly, that shit was hilarious. I was dying laughing. I looked at my phone. I was laughing. I'm like, nigga, that was a good ass off the top. I don't know if they planned it, but it looked like it was off the top. He was trying to apologize. He's like, yeah, the niggas in bowling alleys and shit. You get a barbershop and play the food. I was like, nigga, that was funny. So I went to social media. And I responded. I said, yo, my nigga, that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. But you got it, man. I wish you the best. And keep selling your dick pills on your podcast and all that other shit, you know, little shots. And then I said, all right, man, you take it easy. Peace. Again, over. I thought it was over. Waited, I guess, get some more ratings or whatever the case was, and he took another shot at me. Because I'm not watching this shit. Phone to ring. My partner like, yo, he said your name again. I said, send me the link. So I see the link, and he's got the do-rag on and the glasses, and he's rapping like he do. And he says something about mellow ball, and then he shoots one line at me. He says, Omar Gooding, don't mention me. You ain't booking me in bowling alleys or dispensaries. And I said, so I went and I wrote part 3, right? Now, when you hear part 3, I say, it's time to put this shit to bed, nigga. Stick to your podcast. Let's get to work. And I believed that it would end with this. Right? I said, let it all out. All right, if you listen to them, they're not disrespectful. That's why I didn't like people say they're diss tracks. I'm like, I didn't diss the nigga. I mean, he owns pink. So if I clown him wearing pink, so what? Everybody knows his teeth are fake. I'm a comedian. I'm doing jokes. I'm showing I got lyrics and bars, but I'm still just kind of fucking with this dude, right?
When you said the pink, I was listening to one of your rap. I was like, yo, he just took a pink shot at him, man. I was dying. Like, I'm weak.
Oh, it gets real, right? And this is when it gets real. Again, another month or so passes. This shit started in January, y'all. We talk about this. Motherfuckers, my fault. Actually, let me see. There was one more thing he did. He put up Wild and Crazy Kids. And he was like, Omar Gooding, is this you? Are you sure you play? I'm back in the States now. We about to get busy or something. And I was literally in the pool with my kids because I got shit about this. Niggas was like, why are you in the pool, nigga? Why do niggas keep responding in the pool? I'm like, who responds? I don't know that if this is a thing. They were like, yeah, nigga, Rick Ross did it. I was like, I'll never do it again. I didn't know I was following some awful trend. But anyway, so I'm literally hanging out the edge of the pool and I respond. I'm like, nigga, that ain't gonna work. Don't try it. Because a lot of motherfuckers grew up on Wild and Crazy Kids. You'd be surprised. I've been traveling now. I thought it was a white show. I'll be keeping it 100. But I got more black folk coming up to me saying they used to want to be on Wild and Crazy Kids because they saw a black kid on Nickelodeon and they couldn't wait to be on that shit. I was like, damn, word. I was just working. As far as I'm concerned, I just moved on. I was a kid, but whatever. But I'm like, trust me, that ain't gonna work. And sure enough, it didn't. And it here's the thing. Again, this is where it kind of got tricky. I had wrote part 3 already, and I put it out after he just responded with that one-liner. But again, nobody that one-liner. So it looked like, again, I was just dropping another song just to be dropping it. And it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And this I want to make clear. At the beginning of it, I say West Coast. And at the end of it, I say it again, West Coast. Because that's just me. I'm a West Coast nigga. I like saying West Coast. It just sounds good rolling off the tongue. But all of the New York people started getting mad at me, thinking I was trying to start up some shit on some East-West shit. And I was like, never. My parents are from Harlem. My mother and father were born in Harlem. They were Harlemites. My brother and sister, I love New York. I got tons of family out there. That's not what this is. This is the guy that's in my targets, so I'm locking on him. That's it. Don't make this East or West shit. So I pulled the song down. I literally pulled it down. After he did a Wild and Crazy thing, I went, fuck it, I'm going to put it back up. Now I'm going to start some more shit. So I put it up just to remind people this is what I did this third. A lot of people didn't hear it before. So once I put it up, the first time out of all this, he DMs me. And he goes, you took the bait. And I said, I responded with the smirking emoji. That's all I said. And he replied, ha, 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 my nigga. Ha, ha, ha. No, huh. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Let me see. Maybe 3 days later, I wake up to my producer, like 10 missed calls. He's going crazy. He's hitting me, call me now. It's war. It's over. It's death. You die. Absolutely. 911. This is, you must call me now. I'm like, if you don't calm the fuck down, I got my kids and all this, and they walking out. What that? Well, your phone keep ringing. I don't know. Somebody's tripping. Everybody's calling me right now. Just relax. Get that fool, get them situated. I finally look at the internet. And I pull up this picture, and I notice my face. And I was like, oh, he did a little AI thing. We put titties on me in the stomach. Oh, no, nigga, that's me. No, that's my stomach. This nigga, wait a minute. Right? And then I watch all of how it came about and shit. And I was like, yo, get to Instagram. Hurry the fuck up. So I made the response. And everybody was like, good job, man. It was a perfect way to respond. But then they're still going like this. Ooh. Like, handle it like a man, but Jesus, are you sure you're okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm crying in the car, but I'm all right. I'm all right. Trust me. I'm like, as a man, that part, whatever, nigga. It is what it is. But the you were tricked part was diabolical, and I accept it. That was dope. It was circumstance and opportunity meets, I guess, preparation. The way, now I'm gonna tell y'all how he pulled this shit off. Percentage. The director of Percentage, I was cool with. After Percentage was over, I did another thing with him. We did I can't remember the name of the movie. We did another movie. We were like, hey man, I need you for this movie. Just come here. Boom. I said, I got you. Boom. Then we did like a commercial for somebody local. Did that. Boom. Then it's like, yo, I got this other producer. He wants to work with you, and he's got this thing. And his name is such and such. And I'm like, all right, cool. I meet the dude. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we good. Boom. I'll be there with you on set. This and that. Done. And I did his movie. Bam. And we kind of had this off and on relationship for 10 years. These niggas called me for something. I was like, you can't keep stretching this favor. But like, we got you. You know how we do, man. We're going to take care of you. First class, we only need you for like a couple scenes. It ain't like it's a full workload, that type of thing. So I guess it was about 2 months ago or so. I can't remember the time. The same dude that was connected to Percentage calls me and says, yo, hey, bro, I need you. I need you for one day. Not even a day. I just need you for one scene. I was like, how much you got, nigga? How much you got? So all I got is $2,500, but it's just one scene. How $2,500 for one scene, nigga? And we're gonna fly you out to Miami, first class, hotel, all that shit. Is that cool? I was like, well, I gotta be in I think I was leaving Atlanta and then I was on my way to LA. I was like, all right, you give me first class from here. They said, man, got you. We'll pick you up, airport, all da. And he goes, I'm gonna send you the script in a minute. By the way, do you speak Spanish? I was like, poquito. Muy poquito. And he laughed. I'm like, interesting. Why would he? That's such an odd question. So we get there, and this is the other tricky part about it. Then I'll keep saying, you know, what is it I'm gonna do? Because you know I'm very particular about the shit I fucking do. It's just that simple. They be like, why ain't you in everything? The niggas are gonna be offering me baby boy roles for the rest of my life. Nigga, no, I'm not gonna do that same role over and again. You gotta say no. Plus, as a man and as an actor, you have a choice, especially if you have a name. You don't have to do shit. If somebody does something on camera,
I heard that.
degrading or humiliating, they're okay with that shit. Or they're ignorant as fuck and have no idea that they have a choice. I don't know how you think, like, what is it? Just don't do it, or you're fired, or you're like, it's ridiculous. So anyway, the niggas, it's funny as I put this shit together after the fact. So I was like, wait a minute. Now it makes sense. That's how he got, okay. The nigga sent me a script, and the script said Omar in it, not a character name. That was cool number. The other thing was like, we have a drug deal, and I give the guy the money, and I'm like the tough guy, so whatever. Like, all right, you know how I get down. He's like, then you place a bet and lose, and he goes, time to lick the bottom of my shoe. I text him, I said, lick the bottom of what? And he goes, do shit. And he goes, oh, I'll talk to the director. You know, it'll be something else. They just want you, when you lose, you got to do something else, but other than pay money. And I was like, yeah, I didn't lick no fucking shoe, nigga. And he's like, yeah, okay, we'll figure it out. So then he's like, boom, I got the revise. And the revise of the script, they said I take my shirt off and do push-ups. And I responded again. I said, nigga, what's wrong with y'all? Baby boy was 25 years ago. That body's gone. My body gone, my boy. Like, I'm not taking my shirt off to do no fucking push-ups. And he's like, it's all right. We'll figure something out. I said, no, we will. So we get there. You know, I wear a tank top, the infamous tank top that I pulled up. I had a tank top, and then I had like an overshirt jersey type of thing. So it's like, when you lose, we want the shirt off your back. And I go, all right, motherfucker, take the shirt off. It is what it is. They said, if you lose again, you're doing 10 jumping jacks and 10 push-ups. And this is still in the script, but they're like, and action. He said, well, you're doing 10 jumping jacks and 10 push-ups. And I altered the line. I said, nah, nigga, I ain't doing no fucking jumping jacks, but I give you 20 push-ups. And they kind of paused and looked around like, all right, man, do what you got to do. So I did push-ups. Right? Grown-ass man, I can do some fucking push-ups. Did like 20. They said, just do like 4 or 5. I said, no, nigga, I'm going to do 20. Roll You look over, you see me banging out the push-up. It's hot as fuck. I'm dripping. So I hop up. I think one take he showed, I kind of stuff up there. I was like take 3 and shit. But the crazy thing is, he kept trying. He thought his master plan was that I'd be licking shoes, jumping with jumping jacks, and man titties and push-ups. Like, who the fuck do you think you talking to, nigga? Like, not a chance. So his backup plan, I think, this is where he got in trouble, was to have a camera follow me around while we're there and show me when I'm signing the paperwork. But the paperwork's in the dressing room, dummy. So you don't only see that, you see me getting a mic. If you look at the picture, I'm holding a microphone and it's attached to a lavalier. That's a mic. So the guy is putting the mic on my chest so they can hear me, and then he pulls the shirt down and so forth. So I'm sponging my hair. I'm in the dressing room, dickhead. So your peeping time ass. So right when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I got him. Got him, nigga. But like I said, when I immediately reacted, I went outside on Instagram. I was like, whoo, Lord, forgive me for having to do to this nigga. Diabolical. I can't wait. And I walk off the screen. I had no idea what the fuck I was going to do. I was like, I'm going to spin it some kind. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. And then when I watched all the footage and I saw him waiting for it, I'm like, where's it go? Oh, there it is. This nigga is sipping tea, watching me get dressed. It's over. It's over. Wait a little while. And then remember, it dropped on Tuesday.
Wait a minute. Let me let everybody know what you were talking about. He's talking about right now. He's talking about Cameron. Cameron so-called thought that he set him up with a fake movie that Cameron did on his show that he said that was never coming out. So this is the story that he's telling how it transpired and what's going on. He's breaking down the whole Cameron beef, and this is if y'all watch, it is what it is. This is the scene where he did the push-ups and all this stuff, and Cameron was behind the glass watching everything. So this is what he's talking about, how it all transpired and how Cameron felt that he set him up.
I'm glad you're telling that. So then when you go back and you listen to my part 4 response, every bar that I wrote is going to make more and more sense now that you know the whole story. At first, I'm just like, I just got to get off on this nigga. I'm changing.
I cannot wait to hear all this.
I'm a sex play this motherfucker as much as possible. I'm going in, nigga. So, but yeah, the point is, the funny thing is nowadays, you know how many movies I've actually filmed that have never actually come out? We filmed. Anthony Mackie was the lead. I played his best friend in the movie. We did a movie called Bolden which was the story of the guy that invented jazz and inspired Louis Armstrong, named Buddy Bolden. They wound up remaking it later. Who knows why? The guy that Dan Pritzker, shout out to Dan Pritzker, he paid us all so well, it was crazy. And we were out in Wilmington, North Carolina for like, I don't know, damn near a year. We did reshoots and they paid us double. It was crazy. And at the end of the day, he never put the movie out. He actually some younger talent and then put it out, and it did whatever it did. But this happens all the time. So, I mean, as an actor, sure, you like people to see your work. But as an actor like me, I could care less if it came out. That's why when I was spotted, I'm like, good. I'm glad they garbage. But we did one scene in the corner. Like, that, I couldn't care fucking less. But the thing is, nowadays, coming out just means being seen. This nigga debuted it on his Revolt TV network and put it on all the blogs. I'm like, this shit is out, nigga. That's a movie coming out, so I don't know what you're talking about. But at the end of the day, you know, free trip to Miami, $25 in my pocket, and some push-ups. I needed it. More importantly, everyone knows what I'm packing as far as music. You know, he wanted to hope that I was showing what I was really packing when I was in the dressing room, but it got away with.
Do you think you can go bar for bar with Cameron?
Hold on. Can I ask something? So, like, this is the first I'm hearing about all this.
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, oh yeah. So I can't wait to go back and listen to all this and like listen to
my brother too when you do it and say, look, start from the beginning. Go ahead.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go all the way back to January. But so he paid you to fly to Miami and $2,500 just so he could get a topless picture of you to post on Instagram.
Picture was just the thing he showed that looked degrading as fuck. Like, why is Omar sitting here holding his shirt up with his man boobs out in his stomach? And it's like, why? What is this? And they were like, oh, because he was, you know, he's like, I can do whatever I want with the footage. Yeah, the footage film, not the on set, not the footage in the dressing room, weirdo. And flew me out first class trip, not hotel, didn't put a credit card down, feet warming. I told him, I said, please book me again, nigga. I've never been to Ibiza. Send me. You want to send me, my brother? It must be good to have money like that.
Wow, that's.
Do you think you can go bar for bar with Cameron?
Say it again.
Do you think you can go bar for bar with Cameron?
I do, not only because I think highly of myself. No, I do because mainly though, I was curious. You know, a good friend of mine, and shout out to Roger Green Jr. I shouldn't have said his name before I say his quote, but he said the problem really is you're a hungry rapper than Cameron is, and that's a kudos to him. He's got, you know, I think he just signed a big multi-million-dollar deal that I don't want any of, so I know he's sitting there going, nigga, you gonna sue? No, nigga, niggas don't sue. But it's a good bar to say, nigga, you be careful. Now, if this record don't sell, we may revisit it in 6 months. But anyway, I don't think he's got whatever everyone else is really hyped up about. I give him he's a legend. I give him he's got hits. But I'm from the West Coast, and I'm really proud about that because I don't know. You see, you're not gonna start in that West Coast, East Coast shit. I gotta be careful now. As I've been saying. Do I think I can go bar for bar? Yeah, I mean, I'm down to try. Let's put it that way. That's the best way I can put it. Anything that I respond, if he wants to come with something, oh my God. See, the thing that I liked about the part 4 disc was I finally had something to respond to. So when you hear the first 2 songs, I'm just kind of manufacturing things that I've heard about. You know, it's not manufacturing, but it's like, okay, he loves Pink. Okay, I'm figuring that out. Maybe it's because of this. And you got chased around a car, and you got a Gap too, and now you got straight teeth. And I'm just putting together stuff, you know, using common sense. But when he did the little prank, and he's got the camera, now you see the video cover. The cover for the song is him in all pink holding the video camera, and then you get it. He's smiling like a motherfucker. He talking about you, man, comfortable. Put your titties up, nigga, and all that shit. And it was a good prank to book your ops, as he like to call it. And I'm like, okay, you know, immediately if I would have shut the fuck up, most of my people responded for me. They were like, wait a minute, how is that a win for him? He got free money to do one scene and did some push-ups and left. Like, Omar, you could have ignored that and been fine. I'm like, yeah, I know, but fuck that. And I got out with the
You petty.
So Omar, let me ask you this: since you West Coast, you know, who is your favorite rapper right now out there in the West Coast right now?
Yeah, I can't deny. I mean, it's not even a cliche. The thing about Kendrick Lamar, man, is I'm from the battle rap. Well, on West Coast, what we did, we talk about battle. It was freestyle. Me, I mean, I went into what they call the chilling circuit. I was in the Budweiser fest, every time they would see me, like, oh, you that actor nigga. Oh man, I got him. And by the end of the day, they're like, no, wait, someone get him. We would beatbox and battle, and whatever you wearing, you would get destroyed over. I done had reputables come see me and be like, who is this nigga covering his face? Oh, that's get the fuck out of here. Like, niggas that know. I've been in the underground hip hop scene for a long fucking time. So I respect the shit out of Kendrick Lamar and how he's able to commercialize the underground West Coast greatness. You know, he takes it to another level. I mean, I get preachy at times because, you know, my mother was a born again Christian and she got me spirit filled. So I have an inner man and I have that strength. Doesn't mean I don't curse. Doesn't mean I don't say wild shit. Don't mean I won't take my belt off or get down with it, nigga. I was raised by, for lack of a better term, reputables, and you know, I'm affiliated. Yeah, I don't get too deep, but you know what it is. So if it's go time, it's go time. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, damn, who's this? Was he acting in Sweet Pea, or is that just another side of him? Like, I'll let y'all be the, but I've caught head up phase. I done got in that pistol. I did anything. But I had a good team around me always. You know what I mean? So they understood the assignment. We got to protect this nigga. It ain't like the nowadays where they be like, put a camera on him and then fuck up the breadwinner. Like, that's some dumb ass shit. But, you know, I digress. So anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I think he earned it. I think you were talking about petty, though. Jesus. He could have pulled up, too, nigga, to doing it.
I was just about to ask you that. I was about to say, is it a West Coast thing? Because both of y'all are petty. They better not say nothing wrong about y'all. Well, I was scared to call you Big O or anything because I don't want you making a rap about me.
Dear friend said, man, don't ever rap about me, brother. Just if there's any problem, please call me. No. And I mean, yeah, I'm petty. I was even taught to fight. If somebody has audacity to fight you, you want them to regret that. Break something on that motherfucker. Don't just, oh, we're fighting, it's fun. No, it ain't, nigga. You know, I don't want you to ever want to fight me. Hand to hand combat, I want you to, nope, this nigga do not. And I'll fight you fair and all, nigga. But anyway. So, I mean, again, the thing with Cameron, you know, I have to go extra because people have no idea. They're like, does he rap? Is he just playing? Is he this? I'm like, yeah. But I'm still cognizant. I'm in the comments going, all right, they're a little, okay. But then I got to tell y'all this other shit. Somebody called me and said, hey, man, you know that you can buy 1,500 fake comments for $400? And it was like the end of a movie. I went, oh, it's starting to make a lot of sense. I mean, ego-wise, helps you overlook the bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'm just like blocking them going, Cameron, you must got a lot of time on your hands, nigga. How many times are you going to do the same shit from a different account, nigga? Just knowing that that's a possibility made me go, nigga, please. You and your robot.
Right. We'll go in your comment section now.
Right.
Yeah, we got you. It ain't gonna be fake. We get in there. It ain't gonna be fake.
We got an army with us too.
I love the YouTube, man. I'm late to the I've been like the YouTube. I sound so old, but YouTube. I'm just now monetized, and I'm just not this and that. I'm just not interacting. I'm like, you can go live on YouTube. I'm looking like, nigga, it's late, man. And I'm looking in the comment, and it's so real, so authentic. Instagram is weird. It's like, you know, that's the one I like. Just jabs, block somebody, and not this and that and the third. But me and Cameron was doing the same thing. So like, people keep going on my inbox saying, I told him you were great, and they blocked. Oh my God, who's got the time to block every single one? Look at all the followers he's got. And I'm like, it's kind of what we do. I guess it's just an age.
That is crazy. TP, you got any more for your petty moments? Once again, like I said, this is TP's petty moments, and you got real petty.
my last petty moment is you. I mean, I know you from your parents from Harlem. You do not, like I said, you petty. You king. My last name is Petway, so I'm petty too. But you king petty because you went at Cameron, and I heard you went at Nas. You're not messing with no Vanilla Ice type of guys. You going at up on.
So, Nas thing was a response, like, oh, what the hell he say? I'm very fucking loyal. My brother, it's martial arts, boxing. The nigga can fight. He can handle his own. I wouldn't test him. He's half my size. He's a bad motherfucker. He can handle his own. But when Nas made that record and he said, Cuba Gooding Jr. something, sell out, I was hot as fuck. And I was in the booth. I was at Dre's studio with Focus, Excel, all these things was in there. We was all taking turns getting on the mic. And I just heard that shit. And I just let my pen go off. And then when I got in there and did it, the whole studio stopped like, who the fuck is this nigga talking about? I know you didn't say no. Come out the booth. And it's not that it was bad, but they were just like, what's wrong with you? And then Chino said he ain't gonna respond, and I'm like, I hope he do, and all that bullshit. Luckily he didn't, because who knows? Now Nas, that's a bad boy. But again, you know, when you say, can you go bar for anybody? I ain't scared of nobody. I'm just honest. You know, there's a couple I probably wouldn't fuck with Kendrick, because that nigga, that level of petty is deep. And when you invent a motherfucker, I don't even have a daughter. Yes, you do, and fuck that bitch. Damn, that is level. I said, gee, invented somebody and cursed them out. That's strong. That's strong.
Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy, yo. I mean, we got TP, you got anything else for your? Oh, go ahead, Omar. My bad. Go ahead.
That ain't never. I know that story's moving around too quick. Now it's gonna meet me, be like, so you had a problem? Look, I was defending my brother because I was my brother, and he was like, tell Nas we can get in the ring. I said, ain't nobody trying to fight you, nigga. So it's hip hop. It's hip hop. I did what I did out of, you know, frustration or just trying to, you know, make a name. But yeah, no. But I don't regret any of this Cameron shit as long as it's very clear that it's nothing about Coast. I'm proud I threw up the dub and shit, but it ain't nothing. You know who read me the riot act after my brother called me and crazy? Corrupt. Of all people, called me direct. Like, bruh, fuck is you doing? And I said, oh man, so you didn't hear? I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. You tell me what happened. I said, damn. So you know, and I tried to tell the story, and he was just like, nah. He kept trying to just nah. I said, at least listen to the records, nigga. Call me tomorrow. And he listened to the records, and he called me the next day, and he was like, all right, I hear you. I said, all right, my nigga. He's like, I see. I said, yeah, all right. I'll call you later.
You a wild boy, man. You're a wild boy. I'm tripping out.
17. It's not a whole album full of diss records. I don't think I'm gonna put any of the diss records on there. I might put one just because it didn't really get heard, just so that people could see, you know, what's up. But the Glasses Malone, that's another one. Glasses Malone called me when this shit started. Was like, why don't you tag your peoples in, cuz? I said, you just knock it off, nigga. This is something else. He needs ratings, and I need attention to my hip hop, nigga, and people that come see me do stand up. But it ain't no knock it off. But then finally, I did a song with him called "For the Culture." It released on Friday. Produced by Black Nails. It's called For the Culture. Omar Gooding and Glasses Malone. Please check that out. And check out the album Overstand Me, October 17th. You good?
I heard that. Before we so Omar, when the last time you been to Cleveland, man? You know, can you not get you got the Funny Bone to do some of your stand up? How about that?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I want to do Funny Bone. I did Cleveland. Let me see. What did we do out Cleveland? I've been there a couple of times. I did a couple of movies. I don't think I did comedy out there yet. I gotta look at my calendar, but shit, I'm with it. Y'all invite me. I'm out. I'm on my way.
All right. We up against it.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead. Definitely been entertaining. Go ahead, Christy.
Darlisha, who is TP's wife, wants to know who your favorite woman actor is to work with.
Holly.
Darlisha got in the comments. Did she get the email too? Did she get the email?
Holly,
I was watching.
Because she's so down to earth and she's such an action star. We had to do this scene. I worked with her one time. She had a series called Extant, and I did 2 episodes. And she got admitted to like a psychiatric ward, and I played one of the orderlies. That's like
who was that? Who was that, Omar? Who was that you said?
Halle Berry.
Oh, she did a movie. Yeah, she had a TV series called Extant. It was on CBS, and I did 2 episodes where because she wasn't supposed to, and actually only went 2 seasons. But anyway, and she's strong and real nice to look at and real strong. I had to do a thing where she seduces me and takes the taser from me. So she kissed me on my neck and then zaps me, and I'm supposed to fall down. She's like, I got you, big fella, and laid me down gently. I said, this is a strong, beautiful woman. And that's my favorite.
Okay.
I can't say I might get.
That would be my favorite too. Halle Berry come lay me down. I'll be happy.
Before we get out of here, can you give us one funny story from Baby Boy that nobody probably know?
That nobody know. There were so many good moments in Baby Boy. It's hard to not try to tie it into some type of self-promotion. I mean, I do remember a lot of people knowing that I was doing the role and just kind of like, yeah, good luck with that, smart guy. And my favorite moment was when I was leaving set and Snoop pulled up on me and was like, "Cuz, what's up?" And he rolled the window and he was like, "How you doing your thing, my boy?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that's what's up, Snoop." I was like, hey man, I also rap. He left already. He's gone. He drove off. But we remained cool as hell, man. And we got to do a whole new video, a whole new interview and talk about Baby Boy. There's a lot to unpack there, man. But shout out to Tyrese. Me and him, we cool now. We good. And always R.I.P. John Singleton, man, on my life.
Yes. We're gonna have a part 2. We're gonna have a part 2, y'all.
Who's I dropped out?
We definitely gonna have a part 2. We might have to bring somebody said in the comments about Aries Spears. We might have to bring Aries on here with you. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all chop it up.
You know the only story I have about Aries Spears, which is kind of funny. Well, I guess it was 2 because I remember he tried to tell me, yo, damn, he was there for that. Oh my God. Ooh, y'all remind me about this one because I forgot he was there at this thing. But when my brother did Jerry Maguire, I auditioned to play his brother. Imagine that role.
Wow.
And they casted Aries Spears. Okay. No.
Oh man.
Okay.
You stupid. You stupid.
All right. That's it. That's all I got on.
Yeah, we up against it, man. I like to thank, man, the good brother, Omar Gooding, for coming on. Omar, I appreciate you so much, man. And this is crazy. Kind of took a little bit. Of course, we was gonna take a turn. You know, we had to come out and give out the dirt. It is what it is. We had what they said, spill the tea. We had to do that.
Had to do it. No, it's not.
You know, but I appreciate you.
I just was
Yes, Christy.
Okay, so we all got to make sure we keep an eye out for Omar's new album coming out on October 17th, the day after my birthday.
Oh,
and then, yes, fellow Libra.
Oh, Libra.
And also, don't worry about that picture. I haven't seen it, but I don't like those guys that are like hard as a rock. Like, that's not fun to cuddle up to. You got to have a little bit of, cuddliness on you. So don't you even worry about that.
Calm down, Omar. Calm down, oh. Calm down.
She mad at because it ain't Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, it'd be a whole nother ball game up in here.
No,
y'all.
He ain't cuddly.
She be like,
Miles ain't cuddly. I like the cuddly.
Okay, you say that now. All right, y'all, man. We up against it, man. And like I said, I'd like to thank Omar, man. I appreciate you so much. And like I say every week, man.
Wait a minute. There you go again.
Go again. Who go what?
You bought the he always end the show and don't let nobody get a final round.
What you mean? I just okay. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Omar, before he cut you off, and I mean Big O. Can I call you O? No, that's what you say in your raps.
Big O.
Big O.
That's what you say in your raps. I don't want to. Yeah, Big O. Big O. Before he cut this whole podcast off, can you please tell everybody where they can find you? Because we know you got your stand-up going on and all that stuff. Where can they find you? What you have? When is your you said you got a movie or something that you're working on that's coming out. Tell us before we go. Let everybody know where they can find you and what's going on with you.
Copy that. My favorite platform is Instagram. So at Omar Gooding on Instagram. When you go into the bio, I have my new show dates on there. I got a show in LA. I think that's the next one coming up at the Kookaburra Lounge. Mark Curry's gonna be there. Don't tell nobody, just pull up. It's gonna be a hell of a show. I got a tour going with him. I got an album dropping October 17th. All of this is on the gram. I got a movie called News Cycle coming out. I'm so excited for y'all to see this. And if you haven't seen AM Radio, go check that out. Shout out to Ricky Bichelle. Shout out to my producer DJ M80, Black Nails, and Stephen Keys, the Mogul Ellis. Those are 3 of the baddest ones of the game. And of course, my brother Focus from Aftermath. Y'all stay blessed.
No. Now I just want to let you know, TP, I did that on purpose because I knew you was gonna do that. So, man, Omar, like I said, I appreciate you, man. Anybody else when we up against it, man, it is what it is. Omar, we're gonna keep in contact with you, my brother. I appreciate you so much for taking your time out. I know LA is crazy coming through that traffic. Coming on, being with us, man. Make sure you check. But I need you to do me one more thing before you go. Please tell everybody where you can find Ulterior Motives. Let them know they got to watch us, brother.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to check out Ulterior Motives, man. Podcast, man. They doing what they doing, man. I'm going to keep supporting them so you do the damn thing, man. Where the dogs at, man?
All right. And now that we got that out the way, I like to say, like I say every week, go Browns, bitches. And I'll see y'all. We will see y'all next week. Holla back. Peace.
Oh, I left already.